Hello again. We're back here with another creepypasta. I know it's been a short while since I've done a video. Bit of stuff I've been dealing with. I'll talk about that later though. Right now, got a little creepypasta for you. It's another short one, a little bit of late notice, but I wanted to get something done. You guys seem to like the last one, so I got another one right here. Now, while it may be short, it's still creepy. It's called Kids in the Dark. Growing up poor in the Deep South meant sharing a lot with my little brother, Ollie. Most often, we'd just pass toys, clothes, and skin conditions between us. Up until he was 6, we even shared a bed. Neither of us was happy about that. It was my 10th birthday when that changed. I got one present that year, and it was a bed of my own. Ollie was a... You're a lovely person. You ruined my video. You are fantastic! Ollie was jealous right away, and I can understand why. He had to keep that half-broken down frame and worn-out mattress. The one I had gotten wasn't much better, but it wasn't broken or worn out as much. Sleeping apart was a great feeling. It was freedom. No longer would I have to suffer the sudden and unexpected kicks to my stomach. No longer would I have to wake up with Ollie's foot pressed into my neck like he'd stepped onto Dracula the night before. At least, that's what I thought. Right away, right after I got the new bed, the shriek started. At first I thought Ollie woke up in the middle of the night and screamed because he had gotten scared. But then the sound echoed through the tiny room again, and I knew it wasn't a normal cry. The room we had was always pitch black after sunset. The one window we had was pressed against a long pine tree, and even the biggest, brightest moon cast no light inside. The shriek just about drove me crazy. Every night, probably at the same exact time, these sharp yelps would knock me right out of my dreams. It wasn't my mom... Don't people want to go home at all? It's like 10 o'clock at night. Why people want to be out driving this late, I see that other car coming. Yeah, I'm talking to you, car. Go on, drive. Drive by. Do it. Now go home! It wasn't my mom or dad yelling either. I knew what that sounded like, believe me. Most worrying of all is the fact that I could never tell where it was coming from. It seemed completely random. One night, it would come from somewhere near the closet. Next, it'd shoot out from a corner of the ceiling. Any hope I'd have of having my own space would get dashed every time Ollie would silently slip into the bed with me, shaking like crazy. He'd clasp onto me and wouldn't let go until it was almost daybreak. Most time, I'd take his hand and tell him everything was going to be okay, that it'd be all over by morning, but I was never really sure. Over time, the shrieks started changing. At first, it was in only small degrees, but eventually it took on the primal hooting sounded like primates calling out as a fierce warning. I had to clasp pillows over my ears just to keep from going deaf. Mom or Dad would never believe me or Ollie, basically because the thing, whatever it was, refused to make a peep whenever they were in our room. Apparently, I couldn't even hear it through the walls, even though it was dang sure loud enough. The shriek just got worse and worse until I felt like I couldn't take it anymore. Me and Ollie were doing really bad in school. We just had no energy at all. I could sleep more deeply with my head propped up and my eyes open in the middle of the class and in my own room at night. Dang it, the light went out. Then, thankfully, we moved out of that house nearly a year later. As a child, I contemplated all sorts of things, even running away from home just to get away from the horrific nightly noise. There was no problem at the next house. It was a nice, white, cookie-cutter home on a dead-end street, and I welcomed the normalcy. What's more is when we moved in there was a bunk bed waiting for me and Ollie. No more broken bed, no more second bed. We ended up having to share anyways. The only problem was deciding who got the top bunk. I told Ollie I deserved it. After all, I had gotten the new bed way back, and when he ruined it by climbing in every night. What? He shook his head? I never did that. I'd always wondered why the noise stopped the second I was sharing my bed. Now I had the answer. So guys, what do you think of this story right here? Turns out this kid was sharing a bed with a ghost the whole time. So guys, how would you feel if you found out after such a long time you were sharing a bed with a ghost? Personally, I say the thing that was more horrifying than sharing a bed with a ghost was sharing a bed with his brother. I've had to do that before. Me and my brother both. We hated it. It was hard, but we would rather do anything else. So guys, this was another creepypasta right here. It was definitely a creepy one. Definitely makes you think like, what could be at the bottom of your bed or in your bed while you're sleeping. You always think to check under, but you ever think to check in your bed, under the covers? Well guys, if you're not still creeped out, you've already turned off the video, then be sure to hit the like button And subscribe for more videos just like this one. Until next time, see ya.